Hi everybody, tonight I'm showing you guys how to make some delicious garlic fried chicken wings. Just look at that. This is a very easy and simple recipe anyone can make at home. So let's begin cooking. Just check that out. Nice and golden. Okay guys, for this garlic fried chicken wing recipe, obviously we need some chicken wings. Over here I got 12 pieces of chicken wings over here that has been cleaned and drained. And now I'll show you guys the marination. Very quick and simple. Okay, first we're going to sprinkle some salt. Give a good sprinkle of salt all around. There you go. Next we'll sprinkle some white pepper as well. All around. I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of sugar. I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon powder. I'm going to add in 1 heaped tablespoon of crushed garlic. This is store bought. You can use grated garlic if you like. Okay, now we put on a glove and we're just going to give it a quick mix so that all the spices can fuse into each piece of chicken wing over here. Okay, so first we're going to just drizzle some oyster sauce, drizzle some light soy sauce, drizzle some sesame oil. Okay, over here I've got some brandy over here, so let's pour in a little bit of brandy over here. Drizzle some olive oil, crack in 1 egg. Okay, let's mix this up again. Break up that egg into this mixture. If you don't have brandy, you can just add your normal Chinese rice wine or Shaoxing wine. Okay, now we're going to add in a few teaspoons of cornstarch to thicken up the marinade so that the thickening of the marinade can stick onto the chicken wings. So I'm adding first 3 teaspoons over here, and this gives us a mix. The cornstarch is going to make a thick batter over here, and it will help the chicken wings stick onto the flour that we are going to coat later after we marinate these chicken wings over here. Okay, as you can see, the marinade is still a bit runny. I don't want that. I want like a kind of like a thick batter so that it can stick onto these wings. So let's add in more cornstarch. If you really want that tasty garlic flavor, you need to make this thick marinade, because it will act as a coating to the chicken before we coat it with the flour. And then that's how you get that delicious garlic flavor taste. Okay, it's looking good. While I am massaging these chicken wings, I can feel that the saucy batter is getting thicker, and that's what I want. Okay, and that's it. We're just going to let this marinate in the fridge for about an hour, and then we'll coat it in some all-purpose flour and cornstarch. Okay guys, it's time to coat our chicken wings. Over here I got some all-purpose flour in this bowl. Now I'm just going to add in like 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. Just gonna give this a good mix. Whisk this up, and then we can coat the chicken wings. Okay, the chicken wings has been marinated for an hour. Now just get a tablespoon and just give it a good mix before we coat it in the flour and the cornstarch. You can smell that brandy flavor and that garlic flavor in here. Okay guys, so if you really want some very crispy fried chicken wings, you gotta make sure you coat your chicken wings nicely in this flour. Make sure there's no wet spots. Or you want that very crispy chicken wings. Also give the chicken wings a good squeeze with this flour. See guys, just like that. Make sure the whole chicken wing is covered nicely, and also give it a good squeeze so that the flour coating is stuck onto the chicken wings nicely before we deep fry these. Okay, I'm just going to coat all of my chicken wings and we will deep fry them. Okay guys, my chicken wings are done. It took me nearly like 15 minutes. Check that out. Okay, can you see there's no wet spots, nicely coated, and now it's time to deep fry. Okay guys, so over here I got like a little small pot of oil, cooking oil for deep frying. I'm using sunflower oil. I usually use like a wok to deep fry my chicken, but I now tend to see that because I'm using gas heat, so the heat expands out, so when you deep fry it's not that crispy. But now I'm using like a pot over here, and all the heat is like all around the center like this with the oil like this. So once we place the chicken wings in here, it will fry nicely. So we're gonna test the oil if it's ready by placing in a pair of chopsticks. If it starts to bubble up, then it's ready. As you can see, it's not bubbling up. Another method is just to take a little piece of flour crumb from the chicken wing and just pop it in there. If you can see, if the crumb sinks to the bottom, your oil is not ready, but as you can see, the crumb is floating on top. So I was preheating this oil on high heat, so now the crumb has lifted. I'm going to lower the heat to medium. I'm using gas heat over here, and we can start to layer our chicken wings in here. So for the first 30 seconds, you don't want to move the chicken wings around. So just put it in. And don't overcrowd your deep fryer. So after 30 seconds, you can start to move it around or else the base burns. If you move it around too early, the crust will fall off. So you have to make sure you form that crust in the first 30 to 40 seconds. We're going to fry these chicken wings for about 6 to 10 minutes depending on the size of the chicken wings that you are using. Okay, let's just slowly move it around. I like to use chopsticks over here. Since I'm using a pot over here, the chicken wings will sink to the bottom of the oil, so it will start burning the base. That's why I have to move it around like this. Yeah. But don't move it around too much or else the crust will fall off. You can see it's bubbling a lot. That means a lot of the water content from the chicken is coming out and it's getting cooked from the inside now. Once you see the bubbles start slowing down, then you know that the inside of the chicken is well cooked. And then you will just need to continue to deep fry until you get that golden crispy color on the chicken wing. Then it's ready. You can see that I'm using the pot. As you can see, all the heat is going towards the chicken. If you're using a wok, the heat is not like powerful enough to fry the chicken nicely. And if your oil is cold and you put your chicken wings inside, the coating will just be soaked with oil, and that won't be good, guys. While you're deep frying this, you can smell the garlic flavor starting to explode out of these chicken wings here. Smelling so good. As you can see my pot over here, I can only place 4 chicken wings at a time. Since I've got 12 chicken wings, so I'll just be doing 3 batches. Okay guys, the wings has been frying for around 6 minutes. It should be ready. You can see it's still bubbling a lot, but it should be ready, because if the bubbles completely stop, that means your chicken will be very dry. So just check these out. Wow, look at that. Wow, smelling so good, guys. Wow, nice. Ain't that beautiful, guys? If you like this recipe, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, let's fry the other batches. Okay, our second batch is ready. One more batch to go. Wow, just check at that, guys. So beautiful. Let's do one more batch and then it's time for dinner. Okay guys, my final batch. Just check that out. Delicious chicken wings, garlic fried chicken wings. Hope you guys give this recipe a try. It's time for dinner. Wow. Just check at that. Yummy. It's time to eat. Okay guys, here's my chicken wings. Look at how beautiful they look. Wow. Let me just grab a bite before I take this to the dinner table. How beautiful that looks. So tasty and delicious. Guys, if you like this recipe, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks guys for watching.